So, again, welcome our non-meditation meditation. Get cozy. You can have your coffee, your tea, your pen and paper, lie down, sit, eyes open, close. It's your call because this morning meditation is all about just, you know, brewing up the good vibes, relaxing, and make sure we're not going into a Monday like, oh, I've got to get stuff done or I'm already behind. So, Mm. I invite you, if you want, to just stretch out, take a couple deep breaths, and then ask, can I get cozier? I need to move my butt cheeks out of the way. Do I need a pillow? Do I need a cozy blanket? And first off, I invite you to just kind of crack a smile a little bit, right? Just, we're not watching. Most of us have our eyes closed. So just this little smile that we're going to give ourselves as a little gift to say, this is nice. Good job for showing up. This is nice. There's something about, even if it's artificial at first, smiling, just a little one that kind of releases some chemicals, kind of reminds us that that's a choice, it's always there. So it's a nice way to kind of get going. I like to check in on what's going on the inside, kind of like, what's my energy level? If I kind of look inward to maybe how my body feels physically or what's going on mentally, is it like choppy waters? Is it choppy waters because it's Monday morning and you're want to be off with a bang? Is it super droopy because you just barely woke up? Is it kind of like ramped up because you're actually overseas and you had your Monday already and this is actually evening time for you? Sometimes when I look inside, if I'm lucky, it's already still waters because the still waters is where I'm just being. And when we're being, we have decreased resistance. And in decreased resistance, the energy that we talk about in law of attraction has space to zoom up front and do its amazing work that it does for us. So, some law of attraction work is really just learning to relax and breathe deep and aim for kind of still waters on the inside. But I'll tell you what, I don't start Monday with still waters. I don't have still waters right now. I was up early, get the 2-year-old fed and dressed and out the door, half a cup of coffee. Huge to-do list of things I'm genuinely excited to do, but wanting to do so many things. And if I just dive into my day without relaxing and without telling myself, my cells of my body and my brain, hey, we can do everything we need to do this morning in a relaxed way, then I'm going to dive into my day and I might do all these things, but there's going to be kind of this undercurrent of like anxious energy. So I might be satisfied. I might be happy to get things done. I might be doing things I even like to do, but there's still going to be an undercurrent of urgency or an undercurrent of whatever is going on for you. And so doing this meditation is a way to smooth the undercurrent. So, whatever we dive into today, we get to do with kind of a calmness, which is going to allow us to enjoy it and have more clarity in the doing. Doesn't that sound nice? Clarity, ease, enjoying. But these feelings don't happen by mistake. They don't happen by mistake. Being able to go through your life with ease, clarity, and enjoying yourself is a skill. It's an art. It's nothing other than practicing that emotion. So let's take a minute. We'll maybe take 10 deep breaths, about a minute, and let's just ponder to ourselves, what would it look like to execute the day as previously planned, to do everything you were planning on doing today, but to do it with an undercurrent of ease and enjoyment? What would that look like? What would that feel like? Can you imagine ease? Have you ever tried to imagine ease? Clarity. If you feel like you don't have clarity, then choose something you are clear about. What are you clear about? Maybe you're clear that you are excited for your dinner plans tonight. Maybe you're clear that you like having an efficient day. Maybe you're clear that you know you love your dog. So, if you want to exercise and develop clarity for your life, then we need to practice clarity as a vibration, as an energy, as an emotion. How does it feel to know with 100% certainty that you love something? Recognize the clarity in that and hold on to it. You can even just ask the question without intending to answer. What does clarity in my life look like? What would clarity in my life look like? And as you ask without resistance, you will manifest that answer. As you feel better, as you relax, as you enjoy that you're asking the question, when that tiny impulse comes, well, do this, don't do that, call this person, just breathe deep, go for a walk, simmer down, simmer down. Those are all the universe's way of tapping your shoulder and letting you know that's the first step on the clarity path or the ease path or the path of whatever emotion you'd like to exercise. We are all beings with precise and perfect ability to emanate any feeling, emotion we want. Maybe we're a little rusty, but that's okay. We just practice a little, put a little oil on the rust, wiggle around, and realize we can emanate clarity. We can emanate love. We can emanate ease and enjoyment. And when we do, that is the return to who we really are. And as we are creators of good vibes, the universe matches us up with good vibes. It's not like the universe is a being deciding. It's just kind of like, you know, it's like magnetism. Things that are similar stick together, things that vibrate differently push apart. So as we just decide to be beings of love and clarity and knowing and ease and good expectation and relaxing, as we are sitting here creating these and the feelings are coming out of our smile and out of our body, we are a enjoying how we're feeling, but we're also sending out the vibes that are going to connect us to things that match those good vibes. And when we do this a little bit more, and a little bit more, now we create a momentum. And now we are living and experiencing these emotions without even trying very hard. Maybe you want a really efficient day because you've got a big to-do list. Well, to you can focus on things like clarity, but you also can just focus on things like love, because as you return to who you really are, which is a being meant to love, we get in alignment with our inner being. And when we're in alignment with our inner being, anything we want to tackle is then done by our inner being. Wouldn't you love to not have to worry about any of the details and just conjure up that inner being and kind of watch your inner being just do everything with ease? Being one who loves means sitting here and paying attention and thinking about things we love. Who do we love? What do we love? It's fall time, so I love the mums, right? I love driving around and seeing everybody's mums and their pumpkins. I love buying them for my house. I love collecting pumpkins from all sorts of different farm stands. But I also love going to Trader Joe's and getting the pumpkin for $5, right? I love all of it. Who do we love in our lives? We might say, well, of course I love my family. Of course I love this person. But that is different than taking a few seconds to feel it, to conjure it up, to use that person as an excuse to return to who we are, which is loving beings. Now, let's also be real here, right? We might have some people in our lives that we feel are making our lives difficult. Maybe it's somebody at work, maybe it's somebody in some sort of system we need to work in, maybe it's a family member. And we just feel like, hey, things would be so much easier if this person, da 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 da. And even though we're all law of attraction practitioners, we all, on some level, know that anything in my sphere, anything in my life, I am somehow a match to. Even that cranky person, even that person who annoys you, even that person who you feel was the source of a major injustice. Maybe all of those things are true, but there's some element of us that is a match. And sometimes the element of us that is a match is the piece of us that allows and tolerates something. And when we start talking about this, all of a sudden it starts to feel icky, right? It's like, oh, yeah, tolerating, oh, this, oh man, how did I become a match? And so the good news is that I invite you to skip all of those details, and do our best to remain being beings who love. We know that if somebody is creating us negativity, and we also know somehow we're a match and we're somehow a component, then it's also a great time to remember that that person is also not doing well. That person is cut off from their stream. That person is cut off from their inner being. And what I'm suggesting and talking about, I don't want to say, hey, this is so easy to do, but this is important to try to do. This is important to start practicing. Because when we have these people who are floating around, we could choose to tell the story of what they've done. We could choose to just keep the injustice activated, but that doesn't feel good. And so, if we can move away from preferring to be right and into preferring to feel good, then we have to say to ourselves, how do I feel better right now? And sometimes that is acknowledging this person is cut off, this person needs love. I wish this person well. I want them to feel good. I want them to feel so good that whenever they open their mouth, they're making other people feel good. That's what I really want. That's what I want for myself. That's what I want for them. That's what I want for everybody. I want us all to feel so good. I want us all to feel so good. Because in the feeling good, in the perpetual feeling goodness is is where that magical manifestation occurs. It's when we are exercising love. It's when we have an expectation to feel good, and now we're creating that momentum, and now we are attracting the best out of people. And so rather than being attuned to the piece of it that we don't want, we can attune to the piece of it we do want. And in that, we return to being somebody who loves. And now we are actually we're helping ourselves, of course, but we're also helping energetically, pulling the best out of people, pulling better out of people. And now we're supporting a world where we are manifesting everybody feeling good. Everybody who's, near that line, anybody who's, on the fence. So today is about that return. You can manifest clarity. You can manifest ease. You can learn to want to feel good over being right. You can allow people to go through whatever they're going through. We can allow them to be on their path. We can acknowledge they're not feeling good. We can wish them well. We can desire for them to feel better. We can do all of those things. So let's take a couple minutes of silent breathing to let some of these messages sink in and allow them to have a momentum. So as we carry through our day, we are starting our day with this momentum. So if we just kind of pick whatever message you really liked from today, we'll spend a couple minutes breathing and just milk that, whatever that message was that resonated with you. Allow that to grow, allow that to have a momentum, and we'll be able to carry that through our day. I invite you to open your eyes or keep meditating or keep them closed, whatever you like. Do a nice little stretch. Oh, yeah. Today's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you soon.